Welcome to today's MMA news. Let's get into the first topic of the day. Niko Price signs a 4-fight deal with the UFC, and he is set to fight Alex Oliveira in October. We already know Niko Price, every time he goes out there, he puts on an absolute show, fighting Michel Pereira in an absolute banger, Donald Cerrone. Crazy fights with Vicente Luque, upkick knockout on James Vick, Geoff Neal, Abdulrazak Alhassan, Vicente Luque again. Every single time this man goes out there, he puts on an absolute banger of a fight, and now he's got another 4-fight deal and is set to fight Alex Oliveira in October, so that should be a really good fight. Personally, I'm gonna go Niko Price for now, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. Who do you have winning this really good fight in the welterweight division? 4 fights, that's going to be absolutely insane. Khabib Nurmagomedov says ring girls are the most useless people in all of MMA, and personally, I would have to agree with him. They just go out there, say first round, second round, or third round. It's pretty self-explanatory to know what round it is. If you're watching at home on ESPN+, it shows right at the middle bottom of the screen. If you're watching live, it's pretty obvious. You know what round it is. So it seems like a little bit of a waste of money from the UFC. They could kind of make it maybe a submission bonus for the best submission of the night. Give another performance bonus. Maybe just up the pay on the fighters that are on the prelims. I mean, personally, that's just what I think. But what do you think? Do you agree with Khabib saying ring girls are the most useless people in all of MMA? Because personally, I would have to agree. But Khabib is the GOAT in the lightweight division at least. But interesting take right there. Colby Covington thinks Tyron Woodley can knock out Jake Paul. Personally, I'm going to go Jake Paul winning the fight by a late knockout. I can see Woodley being a little bit better in the clinch. He's a lot stronger, has a little bit more power. I think it's a very close fight. I am leaning Jake Paul to win, but it's a very close one. Colby thinks Tyron Woodley can knock out Jake Paul, but what do you guys think? Is Tyron going to shock the world and knock out Jake? I mean, it wouldn't really be like a shock of the world. He is a former UFC welterweight champion, knocked out Robbie Lawler for the belt, so it wouldn't be too much of a surprise, but who do you guys have winning, Woodley or Jake Paul? UFC rankings report have ruthless Robbie Lawler entering as a number 15 fighter in the welterweight division. Now, the only reason that this has happened is Damian Maia no longer in the UFC. We'll have to see if he does get another contract and comes back, but for right now, ruthless Robbie Lawler is the number 15 welterweight in the world, fighting Nick Diaz on UFC 266. Crazy fight right there. So who do you guys think will win that one? And if Nick Diaz wins, he's gonna be in the top 15 of the welterweight rankings, which is gonna be absolutely insane. But ruthless Robbie Lawler or Nick Diaz, who wins that fight? Pro fighters make their picks for Edson Barboza and Giga Chikadze in the featherweight division, a 5-round main event. Personally, I do have Giga winning the fight by a decision. Put your predictions in the comment section below, but we do have some pro fighters picks for this fight right here. Let's check. So Brian Kelleher, a bantamweight fighter, just got a really good win over Domingo Pilarte, says he thinks Barboza is going to win the fight in a 5-rounder. Adrian Yanez has Edson winning the fight. Sam Alvey has Barboza winning. Ramiz Rahimas, he's got Giga winning. We have Alex Perez saying Giga by knockout. Alonzo Menefield, Edson Barboza winning the fight. Georgia Karakanyan, I believe, saying Giga by a decision. Jason Witt saying Giga Chikadze. Andre Petrosky is going to say Giga Chikadze as well. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with any of these fighters right here that Giga is going to get the knockout, or maybe Edson's going to get the knockout, or the fight goes all the way? Put your predictions in the comment section below, because either we see a crazy Giga kick in the first round, spinning wheel kick from Edson Barboza, or it's fight of the night, possibly fight of the year. I cannot wait for that main event. Sam Alvey expects a finish against Wellington Turman in his last shot to save his UFC job. Now, Wellington Turman doesn't necessarily have the best chin, but this fight is happening this weekend. Do you think Sam Alvey can finally turn around his career? He's on, I believe, a 6 or 7 fight losing streak. Do you guys think that Sam Alvey can find a way to get a knockout here? I think it's definitely a good possibility. Personally, I'm going to go Wellington Turman, but it's a very good shot. Sam Alvey goes out there and gets a knockout. But what do you guys think, Stan Alvey or Wellington Turman? Stipe Miocic, the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time, is gonna be meeting with the UFC in September, believes he deserves an immediate title shot. Now, we do know Ciryl Gane and Francis Ngannou are gonna fight. Ciryl Gane already has the interim belt, so that fight is gonna happen maybe December, maybe early 2022, but Stipe still believes he deserves an immediate title shot. We had Jon Jones also waiting around in that title picture. A lot of people are saying that Stipe and Jon Jones should fight, but Stipe wants an immediate title shot. So they are going to meet in September. I'm not too sure what they're going to get done. But Ngannou just got a crazy knockout on Stipe. But before that, Stipe dominated Ngannou. So personally, I want to see the trilogy. I want to see if Stipe can turn the trilogy with Ngannou around, because he is the greatest heavyweight of all time. I also want to see Jon Jones versus Stipe. But wouldn't it be even better if he can go out there and do an immediate rematch against Francis Ngannou and go out there, beat him by decision, knock him out or something like that in that trilogy, and then beat Jon Jones? I mean, that would be absolutely crazy. But I don't know. Do you guys think that Stipe deserves a trilogy fight after getting knocked out pretty bad in the last fight with Francis Ngannou? Wasn't able to land the takedown. I mean, he did stun Francis a little bit, but he did get knocked out pretty badly in the fight. But do you think Stipe should get the title shot, or do you think he should fight like a Curtis Blaydes, Jon Jones, maybe some of the other heavyweights? What do you guys think for Stipe Miocic in the heavyweight division? Personally, I think Ciryl and Francis should fight. If Francis wins, I believe Stipe and Francis should fight, and then Jon fights the winner. But there's a lot of things that can happen. I'm not too sure what the UFC is going to do. That is why they are going to meet in September. But so many crazy things in the heavyweight division right there. I mean, yeah, that is pretty much it for today's MMA news. Today is August 25th. A lot of different news things coming out. A lot of really good fights coming out as well. If we go on to Instagram on Marcel Dorf, we're going to look at all the fights that have been announced in the last couple of days, because there's been some really solid announcements. Let's go right here. We have Priscilla Cascohera versus Jillian Robertson for December 11th on UFC 269. We got Mike Trizano and Chad Skelly for October 9th. We got Andrew Sanchez and Bruno Silva for October 16th. We have Terrence McKinney coming back against Fares-Ziam on November 20th right there. Charles Jourdain and Julian Erosa, a short notice for next weekend on September 4th. We got Charles Rosa and Damon Jackson for October 9th. We got Nico Price, Alex Oliveira, Chris Moutinho's back. We got a lot of really good fights. So there's a lot of good things that are happening in the UFC very soon. But if you guys like this MMA news video, we're going to be posting one of these every single day. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you guys do get notified for when I post a new video. We also do full card predictions for UFC, for Bellator, for LFA, for pretty much every organization out there, even the KSW fight cards. We do full card predictions as well. So subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.